All right, so now I'm going to do a demonstration to show you what time management looks like. And this is something that I've done in classes for years, and it's something that students typically really enjoy. And I think it's something that you will remember from this class for years to come. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this vase to show you what time management looks like. So let me go ahead and flip over to the PowerPoint here. So we are going to use these large rocks to demonstrate your priorities, okay? So I know a lot of you are working, so we're going to go ahead and put work in. Some of you are working more than one job, so why don't we put in 2 rocks for that. You're going to school, which is a big priority, also a big adjustment for those of you that this is your first semester in school. It's also an adjustment for taking an online class. So I'll go ahead and put that in there. You also have family and friends that you want to be able to spend time with. So we'll put in a few rocks for family and friends. Okay, so we've got those that are important to you. And then you have different things that you need to do for class. So you're probably taking multiple classes and you have reading to do for a lot of those classes. So let's go ahead and put in some big rocks for that big chunk of reading that you have to do. And then you have projects that have to be done, or homework assignments, or writing that speech, practicing that speech, meeting in groups, that type of thing. So we'll go ahead and put those in. And then maintaining relationships is also important with your colleagues, with your classmates, whoever it might be, okay? So let me show you what that looks like when it's all the way full. So you can see the vase of rocks there, okay? So after your priorities comes the things that you have to do, the things that you have to get taken care of, okay? And so, get this out of the way there. And so those are represented by pebbles. So I have a small jar of pebbles here. Let me take one of these rocks out. So things that you need to do, you need to pay your bills, okay? You need to clean, whatever that means for your household. That might be your own room or your own space. It might be the entire house. It might just be doing dishes. So whatever it is, but cleaning needs to happen. I'm a clean freak. Please shower, okay? That's an important part of being part of society. You need to get gas if you drive so that you can get around, or maybe you need to get your bus pass or whatever it might be. You need to get yourself some food at the grocery store, or coming to SRJC to one of the food distributions, or going out to eat. But eating is something that you need to take care of. You need to run errands, so get those things taken care of, those busy things, okay? You need to do laundry. You need to help with siblings or help with kids or grandparents or whatever it might be, okay? So let's take a look at that so you can see what that looks like. So our jar is pretty full, okay? Shake it a little bit. Get those priorities to, get those pebbles to get in around our priorities, around our large rocks. So after the pebbles comes the things that you want to do so that you can take care of yourself. And so to represent that, I have some sugar here. So maybe you're a gamer, and that's one way you like to, take care of your stress is by gaming. Maybe you like to shop or listen to music or binge watch Netflix, whatever it might be. Let's see if I can get that sugar to go down, which it's not wanting to. Let's move one of these rocks. There we go. Maybe you're like me and you enjoy reading, okay? Or just being on social media, whatever it is. So the sugar's not really going down. Honestly, it's because things are wet. This is my second time doing the video. Okay, there it goes. Good shaken down now. Maybe you enjoy working out, or maybe you just need a nap. You need to take a rest, okay? So that sugar fits in for those things that you want to do. That goes in around the priorities and the let's see, there we go, that's a better view. The priorities and the things that you have to do, okay? So those are the things that you want to do. And after the things that you want to do comes the unexpected. So the water is going to represent the unexpected, okay? So maybe you get a flat tire, or maybe you got sick, or you lost your keys and you spent an unexpected amount of time looking for keys, or maybe something good happens. You get invited to go to an event with a friend, or maybe you got Wi-Fi issues and you're trying to do an online class. Maybe you have a friend in need who needs some help, or you get invited to go out of town. Or my favorite is things always take longer than expected. That tends to be my life, okay? And so for some people, or maybe even for you during certain weeks, this is what your time management system looks like. Everything fits together really neatly. You were able to stay on task. You were able to manage your time really well. You were able to fit everything in. But typically, especially if you're not organized with your time, this is usually not the way things go, okay? So let's look at things from another perspective. So here, I already have some water in here, but typically when you're not organized and you don't have a time management system, or it's just one of those weeks, it's those unexpected events that take up the majority of our time, okay? So again, something takes longer than you expected. You got a flat tire, you lost your keys, you have a friend that needs help, whatever it might be. Those unexpected things, the things that we did not plan for, is what takes up the majority of our base, okay? So you can see the water's about 3/4 full. Then comes the sugar. And because you've had those unexpected events and a much stressful week than you planned, you want to take some time for yourself. So you go and do some online shopping, or read that book for yourself, not for school, or you do some gaming, or whatever it might be that you enjoy doing, listening to music, binge watching TV or a show, but just taking some time for yourself, okay? Then comes the things that you have to do because you've done the unexpected events, you took some time for yourself, and now you have to make time to pay those bills. You need to make time to grocery shop. You need to make time to, what else was on that list? Care for siblings, or shower, okay? Whatever it might be, but the things that you have to do. So you can see the jar is now getting pretty full. So now when it comes time to taking care of your big priorities, your big rocks, so you go to class and you go to that family event and you do reading and you work on that project, but you're starting to get a little full. So then when it comes time to work, maybe you're late, or you don't have time to practice that speech that's really important, or studying for that exam becomes something that you don't give the full amount of time that you wanted to, okay? So this is more typical of what a lot of people's week looks like, is those unexpected events take over. And instead of having, this is heavy. Instead of having a week that looks like this, you have a week that looks like this, okay? And so just to take in everything that is presented this week from me or your classmates and figuring out how you can create a time management system that works for you. You're not going to always have a week that everything fits in and everything goes beautifully, but you want that to happen more times than not, okay? And by being organized and creating a system that works for you, you're going to be more on top of it so that when those unexpected events come up, good or bad, you can make time for them. Okay, so I hope that this really helps you to get a visual of how time management can and can't work, and that it helps you as you move forward in the success of your academics as well as in your personal life.